This is a clip from the Red Cow Arcade podcast.
So Gloria has been watching one of these trash YouTube channels. It's called My PB&J, and it's like a family in the Midwest. It's like two kids and like their parents, and they, they're like, if the Sonic movie comes out, it's like, let's do the Sonic marker challenge, and they color.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, what did you color, Knuckles? And what did you color? Whatever. And she loves it, man. And I think she loves it for the same psychological reasons as we love like amateur content on YouTube. We'd rather watch like, homemade content by people than commercial stuff on Disney Plus. I think kids are the same way. They like watching like other families.
I could see that. I can see that. I definitely would rather watch Sega Lord X than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, it's just the truth of it. So she's like that too, and we joked earlier. It's like with porn went through that too, where it's like, don't give me the commercial stuff, give me the homemade stuff. And there's some clickbait trope that this channel was following, where they would play a video game at 3 a.m. It was like, play such and such a game at 3 a.m. I was like, what the fuck is this? But she was watching it. And it was Five Nights at Freddy's, this very, very, very popular video game.
Oh, right.
At 3 a.m. And then they do a Roblox one. And it's very clear that it's not 3 a.m. You can see like a little bit of sunlight through the window and stuff. But they
liars.
Yeah, the
cheaters.
Liars. And it's the mom. It's not even the kids. It's the mom or the dad. He was playing like a VR Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, I had heard about this game for years, paid it no mind, knew nothing of it. I knew it was a horror game, and I knew it might not be age appropriate for her. They were saying 12 and up. But she was like, please let me play Five Nights at Freddy's. I was like, okay. You and I,
I'm a cool dad.
Yeah, we like to play video games. It's just a fucking video game. Let's play it. So we downloaded the VR one, but we don't have a VR setup for it, but it's okay. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, and it was a fairly recent game, 2019, I want to say. Now, the poster is like a bunch of like freak, like Chuck E. Cheese mascots, like with their heads stuck together. And that did for right off the bat. And that was at the download screen. And the download screen went on for like an hour. And she was like freaked out by that. She was like, but if my head is stuck to somebody, then I won't be able to go to the bathroom. she was like blabbing.
That's where she
goes.
That's where she goes to.
She just goes straight to there. But I just didn't know what the gameplay. Do you know what the gameplay is?
I know the original because I saw a bunch of YouTubers.
It is the same thing.
It's where like security cameras and then It's
not a bad premise. It's what if you were basically trapped in a Chuck E. Cheese with those freak animatronics late at night.
And they came alive and tried to murder you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like you have a camera system and you can look at them on the cameras, and you have to conserve battery, for your flashlight or whatever, but so you can turn the flashlight on for a second to see if he's there. And so the whole point of it is that most of the game is in the dark, and you're going to get jump scared either because they killed you or because you suddenly notice that there's one like right. And so when you're playing it, you really do like you scream and stuff. It's really like, oh my God.
I think that's why it was so successful, is because one, it's like they nailed the design of like a Chuck E. Cheese horror. Like those are horrifying things, even when they're not degraded and trying to kill you. And so that's it's beautiful. And I think the game design itself it's a good game loop.
I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty, and it's funny, and
yeah, it was made by like one guy. It was just one guy who was just like had an idea. So
the one that we downloaded had some DLC that was like Halloween-y content, and so like we'll break that out around Halloween time, and yeah, I think it's cool.
I want to say like the origin of it was, I think the guy was trying to make like a really cutesy, like maybe almost Bible game, but people said his characters look too like scary and horror like, so he was like, well, maybe I'll lean into that.
It's a great premise, really. I was really taken by surprise. I personally find the gameplay a little tedious. I'm kind of
it's like it's a gimmick. You can play it a few times, and you're like, oh, that was like a scary experience, and then you move on.
I mean, she makes it really joyful because she's a little kid. She can stand up on the couch and run around on the couch and be freaked out and get really jazzed by the whole thing. And she's not playing. She makes me play.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.